is it that in Kazakhstan there's so much violence against women? You know, some Kazakh men always beat up their women, attack some even their women on the streets. I just read the news yesterday when some guy, you know, stabbed a woman on the street. And this is something which is becoming very, 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 very common in Kazakhstan. And I think 2 months ago, there was a guy who stabbed a girl because the girl refused to give his number or something. And I keep wondering, why are some of the Kazakh men really, really aggressive to their women? These are your women. Why are you why are you aggressive towards them? What is going on? You see a lot of cases. Like, I'm not just saying this because of 1 or 2 cases. This is something which is happening repeatedly, something which is happening every single time. Like, there was one of the members of parliament. He's a member of parliament. He's in Kazakhstan they call them Akimat. He works for Akimat, you know. He's part of the parliament, Akimat or something. And his wife, his wife and hid the body. It was a very big criminal case in Kazakhstan, and the whole of Kazakhstan was watching the whole thing, and I was also following the whole news. And I keep asking myself this question: why are some Kazakh men really, really aggressive to the point that your partner, why? If you don't want that person, why don't you just leave? I've never in my life just woke up to a random person in my life. Might be crazy, but when I was a teenager growing up, I've never in my life just woke up to a random person and say, "Can I get your number?" I'm not that type of person. If I don't know you, I don't just meet up to you on the street and ask for your number. And some of the guys, one thing I noticed is some of the guys in Kazakhstan, like some of the young people, yeah, if they walk up to some girls and ask for their numbers and the girls refuse to give them, they start becoming very, very aggressive and they start becoming very toxic. Can someone explain this to me? Why are Kazakh men really, really aggressive towards their women? Why do some, I don't want to say all Kazakh men are like that. Of course, let's say about 80% are very, very aggressive towards their women. Really, really aggressive. And trust me, I've been reading a lot of news. This is something which happened yesterday, and I just said, okay, let me just make this video and just, why is this happening? Why is this happening all the time? Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? I met a friend, not a friend, but I met some lady. She got married and she divorced in 1 year. She divorced in 1 year. 1 year. Imagine getting married, not even 1 year, not up to 1 year. She divorced in 10 months. I spoke to her and she was telling me that my husband was very aggressive, he was very violent. And I keep asking myself this question: is there any laws in Kazakhstan that protect women's rights? Is there any laws in Kazakhstan that protect women from all this violence? Because a country, women are the ones who build a country. Women are the mothers of a country. Without women, country doesn't exist. Women are the ones who keep peace in the country. Women are the backbone of a country. Women are mothers, and when are mothers. So I keep asking myself, is there any laws in Kazakhstan that protect women's rights? Why is there so much violence and so much hate towards women? Why is this so much? It's just too much for me to understand. I've been asking this question. There's a lot of videos, a lot of evidence I've been seeing on Instagram, and I just don't know why. Why is it something like this? Okay, where I come from, most of the men treat women like angels. I'm not saying where I come from, of course there's going to be a little bit of violence, but we treat our women like angels. Trust me. For example, if my wife cooks, it's a habit I grew up from my family. If my wife cooks, I also do the dishes. Like, it's like a 50-50 routine. My wife doesn't have to always clean, cook. No. If I'm free or if I'm back from work, I also clean, I also cook for my wife. It's like something which I grew up with. Cleaning is not only for women, or cooking is not only for women. For example, I love cooking. Even when I get married, I'll be cooking for my wife. But in Kazakhstan, it's something which is, okay, maybe it's Kazakh tradition. I don't know that. I don't know. Is it Kazakh tradition for only women to cook and clean? I don't know that. Is it really Kazakh tradition for women to cook and cook? Oh, I think this is a good topic. New video I'll make the next time. And how can we stop this whole violence against women? What should the country, or what should we do to stop this whole violence against women? I don't understand, but hopefully the violence is going to stop, because it's too much. Why will you be aggressive towards someone who you ask for the number and the person refuses to give you? It doesn't make any sense. If the person refuses to give you the number, just walk away. And you see a lot of young people, and I see anytime I'm walking on the street, or sometimes I go to the park, I just sit down and I always observe. I see a lot of young teenagers, like 15, 14 years old. They learn this from somewhere else. They learn. Because these teenagers, when they ask some of these other teenagers the number and they don't give, they become aggressive. And I just sit and I just observe. These teenagers are learning from somewhere else. So why this violence against women in Kazakhstan? I don't know. Why is it? Is it a culture thing to be violent, or is it some crazy people? I don't know. See you on the next video.